Imagine a suburban housewife armed with a revolver taking aim at a U.S. president. Sounds like a plot from a thriller, right? But this isn't fiction. It's the chilling true story of Sara Jane Moore, the woman who attempted to assassinate President Gerald Ford in 1975. Now, her story is coming to the big screen in Suburban Fury, an award-winning documentary that's not just Oscar qualifying, but also set for a national theatrical rollout. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just about the assassination attempt. It's a deep dive into how an ordinary woman became radicalized and the eerie parallels to today's polarized America. Directed by Robinson DeVore and distributed by Argot Pictures, Suburban Fury is more than a historical retelling. It's an intimate character study framed around unprecedented access to Moore herself. The film blends rare archival footage with stylized, imagined exchanges between Moore and her FBI handler, tracing her transformation from a patriotic volunteer to a disillusioned revolutionary. But here's where it gets controversial. The film doesn't shy away from asking how someone like Moore could slip through the cracks, and whether society bears some responsibility for her radicalization. The documentary opens with Moore's failed assassination attempt in San Francisco, where she fired a .38 caliber revolver at President Ford, but missed. Her second attempt was thwarted by Oliver Sipple, an ex-Marine in the crowd. From there, the film unravels the bizarre web of influences that led Moore down this path, including her connections to Patty Hearst, the Symbionese Liberation Army, the Secret Service, and the FBI. It's a strange tale that raises more questions than it answers, and that's exactly the point. 50 years later, Moore's story feels eerily prescient, notes the film's release, a reflection of how ordinary citizens can be swept into extremism, conspiracy, and rage. Suburban Fury doesn't offer easy answers. Instead, it immerses viewers in Moore's unraveling and the fractured society that mirrored her descent. This isn't just a story about one woman. It's a mirror held up to America's ideological divide. Argot Pictures, founded by Jim Brown in 2005, has a history of distributing thought-provoking documentaries, including Academy Award-nominated Street Fight and Crips and Bloods Made in America. Brown calls Suburban Fury extraordinary, and it's easy to see why. The film is as much a conversation starter as it is a historical record. Moore herself is a complex figure, and DeVore's interviews with her, conducted when she was 94, years after serving a 32-year prison term, reveal a sharp, vibrant woman who knows how to control a narrative. She yelled at me more than once, DeVore admits, but you've got to go through that if you want an interview like this. What's most striking about Moore is her ability to tell her story without ever fully revealing herself. She's a natural storyteller. DeVore says, but she also knows how to answer a question without really answering it. It's a skill she likely honed during her time as a government informant, and one that leaves viewers wondering how much of her story is truth and how much is performance. Moore's death in September 2023, just days shy of the 50th anniversary of her assassination attempt, adds a poignant layer to the film. Suburban Fury isn't just a portrait of a would-be assassin. It's a time capsule of an era when the world seemed on the brink of chaos. It was a time when people felt like they could upend the system, DeVore observes. Hijackings, bombings, it was like anything was possible. The film premiered at the New York Film Festival and has since screened at top festivals across the country, including Doc NYC, SF Films, Doc Stories, and the Bentonville Film Festival. Its Oscar-qualifying run at Alamo Drafthouse in Lower Manhattan from December 12th to 18th is just the beginning of a broader theatrical release in 2026, including screenings at museums nationwide. Suburban Fury is more than a documentary. It's a challenge to viewers. How well do we really know our neighbors? What drives ordinary people to commit extraordinary acts? And most importantly, could it happen again? These are the questions the film leaves lingering long